Hey, welcome to the Batz Podcast. I am here with Michael,
Whoa!
Christian,
I'm hungry.
and the bat in front of my freaking camera. Go, thank you, and me. And this is the podcast number 1. Definitely didn't take us a million tries, right, guys?
Lies.
Yeah.
I jinxed them.
Hey! Oh my God! Now you just jinxed
Oh
us
man,
again.
too late.
Don't worry about it. We're not. There's no interruptions now. Okay, you ready? Okay. So, SAO. As you can see, what I've done up in the
I'm
corner-
deep throating a banana right now.
No one cares. Up in the very top of the screen, where it's not.
Wait,
the
what are you
ceiling
doing
of
to the
glowstone.
banana?
What?
Nothing.
Oh.
I've got like 2 diamond swords. One is a regular diamond sword, one's kind of darkish. I didn't mean for that to happen, but now I'm just gonna say like I did. And Sword Art Online, am I right, guys? It's so
Yep.
good.
Woo!
He's right.
And we're excited for a new game coming out, 2017.
Yep. Well,
Yep.
2017. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's really close. It's
Yeah,
really
well,
close. It's coming up.
Well, let me say something first. That's not the only. There's only one official game coming out. I mean,
That's
there's many other games like
Very
Age
other
of
games.
Age of Aincrad, which is like fan made and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
that won't be the only.
And then there's the
SAO
one
game
Android
coming out.
game where it's like you rank up your guild by playing on your phone more. It's kind of a lazy way of guys playing an MMO, but that's just me.
Huh.
But yeah. So, want to talk about how the game is going to be created and what's all the steps into it?
All right.
Well, I'd say since it's going to be released in 2017, by then they might have actual Nerf gear.
Well, I doubt that
I
because for
I
Nerf,
doubt that because for like yeah. Christian,
it'll
you can say
take, for one thing, it'll take millions, maybe even billions dollars just to make a prototype and for all the testing. And the prototype itself would not be like an actual Nerve gear. It would probably have many wires and
an Oculus
many
Rift,
many
pretty much.
needles, and I do not like needles.
Needles are bad,
I
but
like
They're
needles.
very
They're
bad.
fun.
in order to make an wow heroin, in order to make an
I'm not a
Oculus
heroin
Rift,
addict.
we have to fully understand how the brain works first, and we're not even close.
Yeah.
We have to understand how
Well-
the brain knows how to do all of the things.
Yeah, and we have to
Well,
tap into it too, which is going to be hard. But
Exactly.
I-
And
Well,
then
you
have to
you
learn
would
how
have
to-
to. What you would have to do is
Mhm.
like intercept the signals that the brain's sending to throughout the nerve system and all that.
As Kirito was saying, but how would we do that? With our technology today, it is almost impossible.
Well, it's not impossible, but
It's
even
extremely
it is
difficult.
possible, but it would take
Take
lots of
years
money,
and
lots
years
of time, and even when you do succeed, you would basically be on life support,
Well,
and
well,
it
hold
would
on.
Exactly.
even be
And then you
worth
have
it
to
because-
find a
Well, think
shut-off
about
switch.
this. If we're gonna create Nerf gear for a game, can't we not just use it only for a game? We can use it for many things too.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
why I
def-
think the government might
Piloting
fund
drones,
it because the Nerf gear would be useful for
Well,
like piloting
it could-
drones
or
and stuff like
controlling
that.
robots.
it could be
fighting wars.
useful for military
Robots,
uses
yeah, it
too.
could be used for robots. Stuff like Avatar, that movie that was horrible and long.
It was
Stuff like
pretty
that.
bad. Had good graphics though. Very step forward in movie
But
business.
anyways, I think that right now if they are coming out with a game, I know a few of them like Age of Aincrad, for example, would let you use something like the Oculus Rift. But I hope for the official game they would let you use something like that.
hmm
Like a Nerf gear, because I think, yeah, like I said before, by 2017, we may have something not exactly
Sort
like
of
that,
like it,
but
maybe sort of.
sort of like it. Probably weaker,
Yeah.
crappier, more wires,
Well-
less pretty.
Personally, I think that they'll probably use the Oculus Rift.
But of course, due to the show, they're probably gonna have to test it, see if the
Yeah.
game master is fucking with people, etc.
Whoa, Michael. Enough with it. Enough done.
No, too late now. Too late now.
Yeah, whatever.
Too late.
There's no more of it.
This
This
is
is a
like the
kid-friendly show
1000th
now,
time.
Michael.
The 1000th time we will not redo it.
Yeah. But and then just not only being able to play it with the nerve gear, the entire level setup itself, because controlling your own character, yeah, that's one thing with your brain.
Well,
But-
Nerf.
Making
Go
an
on.
entire world, just That's
100
frickin'
whole
floors.
floors with separate cities, separate
Yeah,
NPCs, everything.
Take a world like Assassin's Creed. Like, make like the first Assassin's Creed game, and how long it took them to develop that, and then put 100 of those on top of each other.
Well, basically, just that one game would probably be like one floor.
More like the third Assassin's Creed
It
game,
wouldn't be fun if it was just one floor.
where you found yourself going
If
through...
it was just one
Forever.
floor, you would have a long game.
Oh, like the first Assassin's Creed, Michael?
No, I mean
mean
the
third.
third Assassin's Creed,
yeah,
where
more
you
like
spend
third, right.
so long just trudging through the forest. In different climates, it's crazy cool.
And then not only just the level, like, not only just like a world, but you'd have to set up dungeons and a certain amount of bosses, and what the
And you
bosses
also
are
have
gonna
to set
do.
up the tiny
Well,
bits.
I think. Well, I don't think that they would have problem with like stuff like that. I think what would really be mostly a problem is like the actual bosses, the main things like that, and what they're going to use to play it with.
Yes.
I think that's the actual
Exactly.
problem.
I personally, I would extremely enjoy it if I got to play it on an actual Nerve gear. But
Yeah, me too. But
I
I
personally
also,
would be happy like on a PC or an Xbox. That'd be fine.
yeah,
Yeah,
I also
that'd be
think
fun.
they might actually make their own computer for it, because like
Oh
I
yeah,
know,
and
but
a whole
it's
new
100
console.
floors, thousands of people maybe.
It just automatically comes downloaded in.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, it should have. They should let you buy like a computer pack, which comes with a custom
But the problem
SAO
with that
So-
would be so much
computer.
money.
and the
So
game.
basically,
It's so
what
much
you're
fun.
saying is that they should make like a new console itself.
Yeah, a new console for this
So,
game.
like,
and
You know what?
like
That
it.
that's actually pretty good, but remember that all the money that would have to
Exactly.
be involved in that.
Well, for
You-
Nerd Gear,
Just
it'd
enough
be
money
more.
to mass produce that, and then the amount of money you have to spend in order to get it.
Well, yeah, but for
Well,
Nerd Gear, even
Personally,
more,
with
it would-
me, I'd be happy with just like a
Nerf
regular
Gear wouldn't be
console or
cheap.
Oculus Rift. I'm
Nerd Gear
fine
would
with
be
that.
extremely expensive itself too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
why not put it on its own console?
The problem
Like,
with an
have you
Oculus
seen
Rift
how
is
much
it's so
Oculus
money.
Rift is? It's somewhere. Last time I checked, it was like $350.
Really?
So that's
That's not even
That's-
as expensive
that's
as
as much-
Xbox One.
it's as much as one console.
One
But
Basically.
that's
One-
just
one
something
average
that you
console.
use to hook up into your console. Now
Yeah, so
imagine
that's-
an Oculus Rift, like
So-
even more advanced.
So basically, what
plugging
we're
into a
looking
new
at
computer.
here. So basically, what we're looking at here is just. I'm not talking about like what all the money that go involved. I'm talking about like the finished product and
Mhm.
how much they would sell it for and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
Oh, I
just
think
for the
I'm
Oculus
saying at least
Rift
$2,000,
and like the
$3,000.
whole thing, the whole console, the game itself. Yeah, somewhere like 1,000, 2,000. I'd say that roughly about 1,500.
yeah, it's gonna be
Possibly.
expensive to play a game if it's gonna be that with the Nerd
But
Gear and the Oculus
If it's
Rift.
gonna be that much, it has to be worth it. Worth the
Oh,
money.
yeah,
Yeah,
it has to be worth it. They're gonna have to put every little detail, like from the
Well,
from
not
the
only
show.
from there, not only from the show. I mean, that world has lots of potential. I mean, I think that
incredible
Exactly.
now.
in the anime, they probably only show a small part of it. I mean, the anime itself, season 1 is only what 25 episodes long, and
Yes.
ha-
And
only
that's almost
not
like
even-
that's 75 floors. Spoilers.
yeah, but not even half of those were dedicated to the actual world itself. I think that only like what 14 was it? Were in the actual
Yeah.
SAO game. So
Mhm.
that shows you that the game itself has lots of potential still.
Yeah, but the
Yeah, they
problem
could-
with like doing this, for instance, is we're gonna get too hype about it, and it's gonna be like some crappy free-to-play MMO, probably.
I know, because they're not gonna be able. Let's face it, unless they get super expensive, like funding from the government to make a Nerve Gear and stuff like that, and to
Well,
make a game.
well, they
Which they're
can.
probably not.
In
Well,
order
that-
to get like enough money, they
It's
would
gonna
have to.
be-
Well, they
like,
don't. They
Probably
don't
to
need
me, it's gonna
government
be an
help, I mean.
average MMO.
Well, they don't need government help. They could just go around asking companies stuff like that. But that's only for
Government
Nerve
help
Gear.
is the best option, because then they can sell Nerve Gear to the government.
No,
No,
we're just talking
government-
about the game, not just Nerve
Yeah,
Gear.
but the game itself. I mean, I think that the game itself is easy to make. I mean, if you look around and you've seen MMOs and how they're made,
Yeah.
they can make them, and they're Lots of them are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that
Like continents of
they can make the game good too. They can make it pretty good and put it on on your own computer and Xbox and make it cost what, $60.
And then another thing that they would have to
The
do.
thing that would cost, I don't think that making the game itself would be the hard part, but once again, it would be
Setting
the
it up for a
consoles and
console.
stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
saying everything up. The game itself would probably be one of the easiest things to do.
Not to mention, it's going to be on one gigantic server, so they're going to have a lot of server crashes,
Well,
crashes and
they'll
probably
need-
all over launch day.
They'd probably split up different servers. I
Well,
presume.
for one thing, remember they would probably only set out a set amount of consoles and games. So let's say they would probably only make, for example, 1,000 copies. So they would have a limit on how much they would sell it, and once again, that goes on to a whole new console, because if they make another console, they could make it so that it would lag less and stuff. But once again, there's lots of money involved into that.
Yeah.
But as for servers, they could have, let's say, 500 people on one and have multiple servers.
Yeah.
But
that's
even
something.
but
Although
even then,
the servers and stuff would probably break realism because you got to go
Even-
transfer from server to server if one crashes.
and then with
and-
a bunch
even
of people
then,
working
there's gonna be
at
lag,
once.
too.
Yeah.
and even then, they would have to have lots of things in anti-lag things in place, and
yeah,
not
it's
to
gonna-
mention that an easier way to do is that to what was it, for your characters, you know how near the end of the
Face
show,
recognition?
spoiler alert, nearing the end of the show, there's this thing called the seed, and you know how your character
No. Michael hasn't heard this yet, actually.
too
Michael's
bad.
still in season 1.
His-
No, okay, I'm
You know
gonna take
how
off my
you can
headset.
convert-
Yeah, Michael, take off your headset. Me and Christian are just gonna talk. I'll
So-
yell for you when we're done.
So you know how you can convert your character from world to world to
Yeah.
game to
With,
game.
the same
That'll be
stats.
another hard thing to do,
Mhm.
and I think that to reduce lag, they could make it so that you would have to have your character on a flash drive or something like that.
Well,
So-
that would be inconvenient too. Why not just have your character plugged into the game and then just log on? And because nowadays it's going to be by then it's going to be all about convenience. We're going to be lazy pigs, and anything that's inconvenient
Michael, let's be honest.
we won't
We already
do.
are.
Well,
Well, I mean,
anyways,
we're going to become even more pigs.
Yeah.
well, this would help reduce lag and lots of server crashes because
It should come with your own
instead
flash
then-
drive for your character.
having you yourself save it, because let's face it, having over millions of stuff like that, it would take lots of data to save. Or
Hang on, guys. Hang on.
would it? I don't know, but
hang
still,
on.
it'd be.
I bet you $5. Which with inflation coming continually rising, it's probably going to be 10 when the game comes out. But by the end of the first year that the game comes out, or maybe even the beginning, like Halo Reach was, when you buy the game, you have a choice of just the game with its own flash drive of your character, like Christian was saying, or you can get the Game of the Year edition with this box crate, and it comes with replicas of Kirito's sword, your own little
Dude, that'd be
cloak,
awesome.
a,
Yeah, and
a
in the
computer
game-
monitor with stickers everywhere and your own little
Yeah.
replica. It'd be so
And
sick.
in the game, you
And-
get a little Kirito sword and maybe his badass trench coat.
Well, I
Yeah.
think, dude, that thing is awesome.
It's
but,
so
yeah.
cool.
Anyways, but one last thing I would like to say onto the what they would use to control the characters in game. Another thing they could use instead than the nerve gear that would be is what is it? Have a motion suit on and you'd be in a room.
tired would you
But
be?
that
when
would
they
be
develop video games, when
Yeah,
they
but-
develop video
Just trying to
games,
go through
they
a
have those
bubble.
little suits with white balls all over them. and-
Yeah.
But that would be
Yeah.
but that would be extremely inconvenient for players and everything. It would be really inconvenient, and it would cost less, but
It would cost
Most
less. It
people-
would be really inconvenient, and
Yeah,
by
but-
then, convenience is the highest priority. People are
but-
going to be lazy.
yeah, most most
Who wants
people
to
would
see a
probably
fat guy
not
in a
like
suit
it.
with balls on it? No one.
Yeah.
I can just imagine that. Like, you know that one scene where, like, spoiler alert again for anyone who hasn't seen Sword
Oh,
Art Online.
I'm gonna take off my
No,
headset.
no, you've seen it, Michael. You've seen this.
Oh, okay.
But, like, for anyone who hasn't even begun Sword Art Online, why are you watching this podcast? Go watch it.
Go watch.
Got
Go watch
Netflix,
it.
go look it up. Don't
No,
got
no, no.
Netflix,
Just
you got
go to
YouTube.
Just go
Cartoon.
to cartoons.
Yeah, he knows.
Net
Cartoon. Yeah,
or whatever.
that
That
place
place is awesome.
has pretty good.
Okay, but
anime.
do you guys remember in the first episode when, like, they got the mirrors and revealed their true selves?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was so funny. It's like the one
Yeah,
girl
that
was
one
holding
guy
on to the
that was-
guy.
Yeah. The one
then,
guy.
like, the
You're
super
not a
buff guy-
13-year-old girl, and
No,
you're.
it's You're not a girl. You're not 17. He's like all fat instead of pudge. He's like all fat instead of buff. It's the funniest.
He wasn't fat.
it's
He was chubby.
He was pretty fat.
No, he was chubby.
And then
He was fat.
those two people actually stuck together and like, oh,
Oh, yeah?
the guy was in a dress.
Yeah, I wonder
Yeah.
how much money I had to pay to buy new clothes and whole new set.
It's gonna
That's-
be like the real world, though. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
it
realistic,
basically-
Hopefully.
Yeah,
It's
it'd
gonna
be
be
like a
the
whole
game
new world,
themselves,
a whole
VR,
nother
MMO,
world.
virtual reality.
It's gonna be like you can hunt, you can probably cook. It's gonna be like
It's gonna be the job systems.
yeah, it's gonna be like a
Yeah.
what's it called? Monster Hunter 3, I think. I don't Monster Hunter something or other, but that game is fun. You get
Is it
to hunt
free?
monsters and it's realistic. No, it's not free, but it's realistic cuz you get to like before every time you go out to go kill a monster, you have to eat a good meal so that way you have power, you have more power. And
Yeah.
when you're in the field killing animals, you get to get some meat and then cook it on a roast on a spit.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
and for there, Minecraft is another example for that because as your hunger goes down, like you can see that you can't sprint and you get relatively weaker. So yeah,
Yeah.
it could be like that. Yeah, that'd be they would
Yeah.
have to have that in the game. Have to.
But also, what about the real world? Would your like headgear or whatever it is for nerve
Nerve
gear,
gear.
would it come with life support like on itself? So
Well,
like
No,
What I think
probably
it would
not.
do- it would
obviously
be like-
certain players are going to get wrapped up in the game and they're going to
Yeah.
eat in
No,
the
this is-
game,
this is
which
my
makes
point.
them feel like they're not
Yeah,
hungry,
but-
anymore,
this is my
but
point,
they're
this is my
still
point,
really
listen.
hungry.
Listen.
Yeah.
What it's gonna do is like, with all the safety features and everything, what it should do is after like, I think it should have like every single like step you take it like automatically saves.
Ah.
So like it just saves as you go along like
Oh,
always. But
I
after
guess,
like 2 or 3 hours, it just shuts itself off. With like a
You
warning
know what?
pop
Yeah, I
up.
think-
Like
I think they
every
should give you,
hour
like-
warning pops up. It's
Yeah,
hey,
like,
you know,
Yeah,
Walking
yeah, it
towards
should be
about-
that every hour a warning pops up, and your parents should be able to adjust the nerve gear so that it will shut off at a set time, and it will
Yeah.
give warning and parental controls like that, so that
Yeah,
way
and-
your kid
and-
doesn't starve to death playing a video game.
Yeah, and for people who like, because I know I do this too, like, who don't really go with who like, you know how on the Kill on Fire people just put on like unlimited time to play and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They should have a feature on the nerve gear that won't let you put unlimited and has like the maximum amount of time you can play it would be like let's
like
say
one day.
24 hours at
Yeah,
the
one
very
day.
most. At the very most.
No, not
Mhm.
even, because you can only go 3 days. I would say like at most maybe 10 hours.
3 days without sleep. No, sometimes
But it's
three,
gonna
3
feel
to
like you're
5
rested,
days
like
without
you're in like a sleep, like a deep
Well,
sleep.
3 to
Well,
5
you-
days without sleep.
When you
3
have
days
the nerve
without
gear on,
water,
you're in like a
5.
coma type of
Yeah,
state.
you're in
remember?
a coma, but you're still sleeping. It's just your brain keeps on going. You're like dreaming, but yeah.
Basically,
it's
like
basically
how
a dream video game.
sleepwalkers are.
It's like shoving a video game into your dreams, and
It's like drugs.
not to mention people are going to be pretty freaked out by it because
Like drugs.
tapping into your nerve system. Yeah, it's like drugs.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
people-
Speaking about drugs, like that.
Don't
segue?
even say it.
Like that segue. But so what? Like, okay, segue from video games over to school
drugs.
now.
oh wow.
Okay, so
no.
You wanna
no,
talk about
no,
drugs
no,
in schools?
No.
dude,
We-
we're in middle school. There's so many drugs in middle school. You have no idea.
Yeah, I have an idea.
Wow.
I haven't
Michael
seen
is a fake drug addict. He doesn't really
No,
take
I'm not a
drugs.
fake drug addict. I just have ADD, and sometimes people think I act like I'm on cocaine or something, but I'm not.
Yeah. But, like, there's so many drug use at our school. You have no idea.
Is
like,
there?
Yeah.
I know like
a
six
lot of people
stoner
smoke
friends.
weed at our school.
I
Really?
really know a lot of people who smoke pot.
Here, give me a sec. I'll be back in like a minute or so. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Okay, me.
Spencer and I will continue talking about drugs.
Drugs. Okay.
But
But my friend Kevin, you
Yeah.
guys, I made like uploaded a video. I forgot, but Kevin was talking about this guy in his fitness class that he like was perfectly fine, and then he started taking pot like around fourth quarter of the end of the year, which that will lead me to another segue in a little bit. But
wait, hold on.
I'm back.
Is this guy's name Zach?
Hey,
I don't know
Spencer.
his name. He
Speaking
didn't
of
say.
drugs, did you tell Michael the story about the guy who was
Yeah, he's
was
telling me right now.
expelled
He's
for
telling me.
smoking weed or something like that, and
Oh, yeah, there's
Big
another guy for
D's
smoking
in
weed.
Kevin's fitness class or something like that.
But there's
Jake's.
another guy that was smoking weed. And I think
For-
he eventually got expelled, but what happened was you could slowly watch his body deteriorate. Like it's not even a real it's like people say, "Oh, drugs don't do that bad
Oh
stuff
yeah,
to you."
they do. They fuck you up.
they
My
mess you
sister
up.
did drugs, and now she's in rehab. She's gone to 3-4 different rehabs, and she still won't fucking stop.
Michael, you need to
For
stop.
for all the for everyone who's watching, you should probably just skip this part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just skip 5 minutes ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
we apologize.
We apologize.
Those
And I
those two.
apologize for my cussing, because I hate drugs, because they've taken my sister, and they've also ruined my life, because now that my sister's taking drugs, my mom is suspicious of me taking drugs.
Mhm.
And is always like, don't be like your sister, you don't have... It takes away my freedom, because my
Okay,
sister...
Michael, you have to understand.
Your parents.
Nobody
your parents
cares.
own you.
I know.
You are your parents' property.
Okay, but listen. But you could slowly watch his body deteriorate. Like he used to be like one of the best runners, and then he started.
Wait, but
slowly
did
getting
you
worse
actually
and worse and worse.
see it? Because personally, I haven't seen a guy in our school at least. I haven't seen
Kevin
any
was
of it.
talking about it in his
Yeah,
fitness class.
that's the only story I've heard. I mean, I haven't heard much about
And
it.
then
I've
speaking
seen
about like a
people
guy
use-
slowly, like people.
I've
slowly
seen people
deteriorate.
using vaping pens with hash oil. Hash is like marijuana. I've seen people using vaping pens with hash oil instead of like cigarette oil or whatever it is.
And then like
So they
snorting,
get high.
like then
Yeah.
like sniffing markers.
Oh
Like
yeah, I
fresh
saw.
open
stuff
I'm just
in
curious,
class.
but like, how did our conversation go to drugs?
I said, I said like drugs when Michael was talking about like a dream state. He's like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
so, like,
yeah,
Speaking
okay,
about
okay.
drugs.
Yeah, and you're trying to get us over to this drug area.
Yeah, this is gonna be our last thing. I didn't want to end the podcast on just SAO,
No.
but
No,
the
well,
year's
let me
coming to
say.
an end, right, guys? Yeah.
Wait, no. I want to say one more thing before.
Hmm.
You're on
It's not
Elf
ending
Helm
yet.
on. Oh well, still, towards the game wise, there. I've heard that there is a game made from Elfhelm Online. If any of you are interested in that,
Ooh,
it's
send
just
me a link.
yeah, sure.
money?
I'll send Bat Bruce. I'll send the Batman that link so he can put it on his video.
Yeah, me and,
I don't even know
you
what
wanna
call
play,
you have,
Michael?
you have like 10
you,
names.
Play
I
what?
don't
you've never
even
played
know.
Alfheim Online. You've never seen Alfheim Online yet.
No.
But there's a point in
Oh, yeah,
Sword
yeah,
Art Online where it's not as cool,
It's-
but it's still
it's-
really like it. It's based off of
It's
Sword Art Online.
it's not as cool, but I think that it is pretty fun because they add magic and flying in there,
It's pretty much Sword Art Online with flying magic.
and long ears. Don't forget about long
yeah, 'cause
ears.
You're an elf.
Are you always an elf? Can you change to a human?
No, you can only
No.
be an elf.
Well, actually, it's more of a fairy type of thing.
It's it's fairies.
All
but
right,
I
all right.
pretend
Well,
it's
we'll play that later. We can
Well,
record
well,
thing
elf.
that.
We'll play it later.
Well,
We'll make a
well,
video.
I'll mention that back up later, but there is
Yeah.
a game fan made. Not sure if it's good. I haven't tried myself, but we'll save that for a later day.
We'll put the link down in our video because we're gonna make a video.
This is the video, isn't it?
No, about the game because I
Oh,
uploaded
yeah,
like
sure.
on my game. So
Yep.
the year's coming to an end, and
Yeah.
School year.
Yeah, this.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm so happy about that. But you hear
Anybody
from
ready for
every single
finals?
teacher that we have had more suspensions and
Hey, come on. Hey, back to the podcast. Remember, don't. Come on. No, we are not doing this for another 5 minutes.
No, this is like
Alright.
I just got a few quick things to say. So, podcast is gonna end in a little bit. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. We're still not done yet. Just got a few more things to say. And
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, by the way, the thing I
just
gotta
saying
say-
that this call has been going on for 26 minutes.
okay, that's good. I just got like 5 more minutes to say.
By the way, I have a special important message for all you watching this.
What?
Don't ever do drugs.
Don't
They
do
fuck
drugs.
up
They're
your life.
so bad.
Just
Don't do them.
Don't do them.
Don't do them.
do 'em.
Stay in school, become a doctor or something.
Yeah, do something to benefit the world.
When you graduate high school, go to college.
Go to college.
Or don't go.
Actually, don't go to college, because then
Or
it's
don't
less
go.
competition for me.
Oh, no,
or don't go. I mean, either
go
way.
to college.
We all need some plumbers.
Please go to
We
college.
all need plumbers. Don't go to college.
Yeah,
we-
but
we
those
need-
are- plumbers are-
No. Plumbers have to go to college. That's for
gotta go-
engineering.
Yeah, they gotta go to plumber college.
Yeah.
College.
You gotta go to
Where
college.
there's toilets every.
Hang on.
every
You
I
gotta
got-
go
I got
for
the best
college
pun,
for
I got the
almost
best pun. I got the best
ev-
pun. I heard the plumber college is really crappy.
No, but anyways, you need a college degree for almost everything, unless you want to work in McDonald's
Yeah, we
as
only
the
do work
fry
at
cook.
McDonald's.
Because even
Yeah,
for
I
a
was gonna say,
manager,
if they
even
made
for the
you have a-
manager, I think you need something, unless you're in high school.
No, you're
'cause-
using your high school
It would be
diploma.
hilarious if you needed a college degree to work at
Well,
McDonald's.
there is a McDonald's college that's for
College
managing,
for everything. There's a
and it's supposedly the best one
college
for
too.
managing and stuff like that. So
Okay,
Just saying.
listen. Okay, so the school year is coming to an end. The school year is coming to an end.
You
But,
get-
Yeah. Why am I confused?
these guys are killing me.
All right, let's go.
The school year's coming to an end. We got more suspensions and expulsions than any time other than the year. You hear? all
Do
this.
we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't notice? So many.
I
just
did-
Had 5 people.
My
just
friend
in
Noah-
my history class gone.
Yeah, my friend Noah got expelled because
He cut.
he got expelled for the rest of the year because he had a pocket knife.
Yeah, there's so many
People
people
should
bringing
know
in
better.
knives now.
Just saying.
It was
people should
probably
know
some
better.
sort of controlled substance, but they're always not gonna say it's like cocaine or something. They're probably just gonna say it's just a knife.
You probably shouldn't be saying names.
Uh,
saying.
I
the-
don't know what. As long
I didn't
as you
say
don't say
his
last
last
names. As long as you don't say last names.
No, but still, like, even at school, it's like a
Christian,
rule
stop
to not talk.
being such a worry wart.
I've always been like this. Can't blame
Spencer,
me.
Spencer, continue with what you were saying before I am Christian rudely interrupted you.
Yeah, but about the drugs, about the knife, someone I'm surprised no one has brought in a gun. I mean, our
Actually,
school
you know
is
what?
not bad. We have a really good school, but there's just a lot of stupid people bringing in stuff that they shouldn't.
Well, yeah, because this school is public, so of course there's going to be a couple retards.
But we are in a
I know.
5-star school.
But we are in a good school, nice school. It's
Very good.
good.
Very green.
But just people, I know at least 4 cases of people getting expelled for knives.
I know like 10 this whole year.
And then, Aji got in-house suspension for punching a guy. People have been
Aji?
getting in more fights, yeah.
Huh, strange.
I didn't know he punched somebody.
Yeah, he told me, he's like, I got in-house suspension. I'm like, what for? And he's like, I punched somebody.
Well, I got
Wait, but why-
in-house for dress code for like an hour, and
Everyone who's watching this, just stop watching.
for
just stop.
one period. Luckily, it was English, but just in-house, and they said, "Oh wait, no, you're not actually dress code."
Wow.
So I just kind of
Okay.
had to sit there for an hour or so and be
That-
bored out of my mind.
That's a good ending. Okay. Like I said before, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe with as many batterings as possible. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Not when Michael's on, because
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Stay in school. Become a plumber, because
Eat
I
chocolate.
will rape you.
Yeah, eat
Mario.
chocolate.
Mario.
Wait, what, Michael?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Mario.
Okay.
Be like Mario.
There's a
Luigi.
podcast. Come on, let's go.
To the Mushroom
bye,
Kingdom.
guys. This is
To the Mushroom
Batz
Kingdom.
Podcast. Thank you for watching.
To the Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh yeah, go also subscribe to Numbut 100.
I'll
videos.
leave these people's channels down in the description. I don't think other than me they've posted.
I will
anything.
give you free hugs and
You know what? Don't even subscribe to me.
Don't
just
subscribe to
don't.
him. Goodbye.
Just don't.